Hi guys, this is Kara Hexie here, and this is Kara in the kitchen. Today we're gonna got a new recipe we're gonna be doing, but first I got a little surprise guest for you guys. This is my baby. My roommate, her puppy just had 6 more of these. So this is what I get to come home to every day. So I wanted to introduce you guys. Hello, say hello to the people. Hello, hello. Very cute, but so I had to introduce him so you guys could see. Hold on 1 minute, let me put him back. Alright guys, so back to it. Today I was at the grocery store, you know, with the whole coronavirus thing going on. Like, shelves were empty of things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what am I supposed to make? So, Saturday night, come home from work, I'm like, alright, I'm getting hungry. But what am I in the mood for? You know, you got chicken on sale. I'm like, okay, but I already trying to get creative, trying to do something new. Well, I look at my cart. I got pop, I got cereal, I got Mike and Ike's. Your girl like Mike and Ike's, your boy like Mike and Ike's. But I was trying to think. I was like, what can I do with something different? And so I was like, Chinese food sounds kind of good. So I was like, well, I got all this junk food. I need to go get some vegetables, try and be somewhat healthy in my life. So I started going through the vegetable aisle, produce section, and I'm like, okay. Well, then I ran into these guys, and I was like, ooh, I was like, some egg rolls. I was like, that would be good. And so something my mom would always do was make stir fry at home. And I love when my mom makes stir fry. So I always grew up like eating bean sprouts, which is really good. I love these little sweetie peppers because they're so tiny, and you got red, orange, yellow. So I got a bag of those. I got some green onion. Actually, all the onions were out of sale. I couldn't buy one onion, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna compromise, get some green onion. Why not? That goes perfect with this. And then I got some matchstick carrots because they're on sale and they're good for your eyesight because I'm feeling a little blind lately. And then I got some chicken because chicken was on sale, buy one get one. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut up my chicken small enough, and then I'm gonna make a marinade. So this sauce I made like years ago when I was trying to impress this other family, and I was like, okay, what should I make? And I had teriyaki sauce, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of duck sauce, but it's typically you can use like a plum sauce or duck sauce, usually made of like apricot, kind of like a marmalade. But it works so well with some teriyaki, and feeling a little frisky, and I was like, why not honey mustard? I don't know why, but I got a craving and it sounds really good. But hope you guys like it. So we're gonna start with, I got a pan going, I got one going for the oil. So when I fold them up, make them and everything, we're gonna fry them off. But first we're gonna saute some garlic, our bean sprouts, our peppers, our carrots, and our chicken. But I want to get this chicken marinated. Let's open our pack. So we got our chicken breast, but it's just me eating tonight, so I may just stick with about 1 or 2 of these chickens. So right now I'm just cutting all the fat off and the trim off, you know, as my mom would always say, you gotta cut the gookie off. Growing up north Michigan, we got a lot of sayings. Like when I'm at work, I swear, like, I'll say something and people are like, what? Like, what are you saying? And I'm like, what? Like, you never heard of that? They're like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? But I've learned, I don't know, I have lots of sayings that I probably definitely get from my mom. Like, I don't know, I guess being a Michigan girl, you say pop. But living down in Florida, everyone's like, pop, why do you say pop? Like, I will ask somebody, oh, hey, they're like, what do you want to drink? I was like, oh, let's just take a pop. They're like, pop? What's pop? Like, how do you not know what pop is? So it's definitely a transition being down here, but I love it. So I'm just cutting up my chicken. Kind of cutting it into strips right now. I don't know if you can kind of see. But since it's going to be going in this egg roll, I kind of want to break it down. I did like thin strips, and then I'm cutting it in half, so they're kind of smaller chunks. just so I'm able to fit everything. You know, you got your chicken, you got your vegetables. You know, you can get creative with this. You can add, you know, make any kind of sauce. You can switch up the vegetables. Like I saw some broccoli slaw. I was like, oh, that sounded kind of good. Kale, you can add greens. My mom actually used to do these, what'd you call them? Like cheeseburger egg rolls. My brother like absolutely loved those. They were really good. Actually, I'm feeling a little fatty, so it's the weekend. I'm gonna make 2. Then I got them. Then I can eat as many as I want. Or whoever sees this video and I have some left over, you're more than welcome to come over. But no, my mom used to make these cheeseburger egg rolls. And they're actually really good. And then, you know, and then I started seeing them all in restaurants and everything, like Applebee's. You could always get them. But they're really good. Like, a lot of my cooking I learned from my mother. She's probably the one that got me in the kitchen. I don't know, like, growing up, I used to have this little play school kitchen in the basement. I was always cooking, and I'm like, when I think of it now, I'm like, that's crazy. How was I so young? And I'm just like, I want to cook. I want to cook. I'm like, I didn't even know what I was doing, but some reason I liked it. You know, so then as I got older, I started working in the kitchen with my mom. You know, and that was kind of like our family time. You know, we catch up on, you know, work or school, boys, whatever's going on, basically. So, you know, that was like my time to kind of spend with her. So, definitely all my cooking I've learned from her. But my mother, she was born in Hawaii. So she was born on Hilo. So she's definitely got a lot of, or I guess I get my Polynesian side from her, and the Polish side. And then from my dad, I get my Irish side. But, I don't know, with cooking, I learned everything from them. But like my mom, like she did all the home cooking. I learned everything from her. And then my dad did all like the barbecue, smoking. We smoked ribs, we smoked brisket. Oh my God. Like I remember waking up on Sunday, my dad would be up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning smoking ribs, you know, and it's like you wake up, the whole backyard smells. We got like table set up, you know, and it's like, man, that was awesome. I miss doing that. So I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick since I got chicken on my hands. Obviously, so you got salmonella, so take that off. I'm gonna put my chicken aside because I'm all done with it. So right now I'm gonna make my sauce. So I'm gonna add in my teriyaki. I'm just mixing it all in a bowl. So I probably got about a 1/4 cup right here. I don't have all that much chicken to really cover. I'm just trying to get a nice marinade on it. So about a 1/4 cup right there. Let me grab a spoon. So like with this duck sauce, it's kind of help thicken this teriyaki sauce, but also because like the teriyaki, you got like that saltiness. So this duck sauce is gonna help sweeten it up a little bit and also thicken. And then I got a little of the honey mustard. So that was probably, what, about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna throw a little honey mustard in it. So I think that honey mustard will help kind of give it a tang a little bit, and I like that. I'm just gonna whisk it all together. So it's always good to kind of like, you know, whenever you're making chicken or whatever, it's always good to marinate or brine it. So brine would be equal parts water and, well, you'll do equal parts sugar and salt. And then, so say a cup of sugar, a cup of salt to a gallon of water. And you brine your chicken, and brining it will actually help break down the proteins in it, make it super tender. Like when you grill a piece of chicken, you know, if you just took it out of the pack, threw it on it, grilled it to, obviously you gotta cook it to 165. And if you did that, it would be like dry and chewy. It's like, you don't want dry chicken. You want it nice and moist. So by doing that, that will help. But marinating, marinade can go for 12 to 24 hours. The longer you marinate, the more flavor. But I'm just making a quick marinade, so by the time that's marinating, oh my God, that's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in my marinade. I don't know if you can kind of see, not the best lighting here, but so I'm gonna throw my marinade in, get the chicken marinating. All I did was put it right in a plastic baggie, no need to get fancy. Squeeze all the air out, swish it all around. Now my chicken's gonna be marinating. So while that's going, now I can start cutting up all my vegetables. I got a pan going. Just gotta clean up my cutting board real quick. Obviously, because I had chicken on it, so you know, that's always something, you know, working in a kitchen. You don't want to be cross-contaminating things. So like if, so since I cut chicken on this, I'm going to clean my cutting board so I can cut my vegetables on it. If I were to cut the chicken and then cut my vegetables, now I just cross-contaminated things. So, I only got one towel, so. So let's get this, so let's kind of clean up our area real quick. Set this aside. Got my chicken marinating, so now I'm going to get going on my vegetables. All I really got to do is cut up some peppers, and then this green onion. Everything else is good. So let's see if you can see. So I have peppers, so I'm going to cut the tip off. I'm going to go in and kind of cut out that core. If you like the seeds, you can definitely keep them in if you like spicy. I like some spice, but not enough where it's going to burn my mouth over it. So I'm just cutting it into rings, which is fine. And then just doing a couple different colors. Because that'd be real nice when you cut into it and you get that nice color. You know, you see all the different colors. You got the green, the red, the yellow. You got your chicken. Alright, let's see. Look some more. I think I used all my red peppers. But yeah, you can get creative anyway with this recipe. Use whatever you got. Like even if you don't feel like making a trip to the grocery store, use what you have. Even if you don't have egg rolls or you're trying to stay, you know, healthy, just make a stir fry. That's why I love just making stir fries. You know, you can get some rice, get some vegetables, because then you're also staying healthy too, you know. Alright. A good amount of peppers. Should be good. So I got my pan. Let me grab some oil. So if you're trying, so I'm just using, this is what, just vegetable oil. But you can use anything. You can use avocado oil, you can use coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, even butter, whatever you prefer. Alright, so I got my pan going. I'm gonna get some garlic.